Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum made a new local high today, nothing too significant though, but nevertheless it pushed higher. That was in line with the overall assumptions that Ethereum would, as long as it's holding that 1818 level or 1819, that we can get one more high here in a fifth wave. Now we get to that micro analysis in a minute. First of all, I just wanted to zoom out a little bit, talk about possible upside expectations as long as certain conditions are fulfilled. So the idea is that Ethereum of this 10th of March low, which was a wave 2 already, has pushed higher in a wave 1 of a larger degree, wave 3. In this wave 1, we peaked in April and we've come down in a WXY correction in a wave 2, pretty much dipped into the middle of our trend reversal area that has been on the chart for months, basically, pretty much since the beginning of this decline. Which we saw as a wave 2 from the beginning, which would result in a third wave breakout to the upside at some point. Now the question is, okay, is this already the third wave to the upside? And at the moment, from everything we can see, we have to say yes. Okay, it could still have a bearish outcome, at least short-term bearish. It can come down lower again, and we could reset the wave 2 if we have to. Oops, where are we? Here, and then we would have an A wave, a higher B wave, and a C wave down. But we have no evidence for that at this stage. So at the moment, due to the fairly impulsively looking price action, we assume that wave 2 dipped here, dipped and bottomed. So we've been talking about that over the last few days. So far, price moved higher based on that, and the support levels did hold. So we continue to focus on higher until price shows us a deeper than ideal decline. Okay, and in this video we want to talk about, okay, what are the relevant pivot points, what are the relevant ranges and support areas against which we can focus on higher. So looking at the medium term here, as long as 1534 is holding, the overall focus can be on higher in a possibly upcoming third wave. Now 1534 only relevant if we make another low below the 15th of June low. Okay, for now I assume wave 2 bottomed here. Be aware, from a risk point of view, a C wave down is still possible, but I don't see that at this stage, as long as we're holding certain levels and as long as certain conditions are fulfilled, that we are going to talk about in this video. So in the recent video, I told you that as long as this orange support area is holding, we can focus on higher. Ethereum is a little bit weaker than Bitcoin. Bitcoin pushed way higher, also percentage-wise. Again, that's not a surprise for anybody who knows our last ETH BTC video, and the trend is down on ETH BTC, which means Ethereum is underperforming against Bitcoin. Now the idea is, okay, we had a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a wave 3 up. So now it's all about, okay, is this wave 4 still in the making? We pushed higher, but it could simply be a high B wave. That's what I said on the Bitcoin video as well. This could just simply be a high B wave and we could come down. We only have 3 waves up basically. So at the moment, it's difficult. It's difficult. I would nearly say that wave 4 is still in the making. Bitcoin is a bit different, pushed higher. So a high B wave for Bitcoin is a bit difficult, but I explained all that in the Bitcoin video. Now, okay, I don't have a crystal ball, nobody has, so we need to think about, okay, what we cannot predict, what can we manage here with tactics and how to best approach this. I think it's very simple. I hope the explanation in the Bitcoin video was sufficient as well. It is fairly straightforward. A wave 4 should still hold 1819, 1818. As long as this level is holding, I assume we get a wave 5 or push a little higher. Okay, that's at the moment still a reasonable assumption. As long as that level is holding, we can very short term push higher. And we've got resistance at 1826, 1926, 1964, and 2020. What happens if we break below 1819? The fact that we made one new local high today, even though it's not great, it was a very short wave 4 if it already finished, a bit short than Bitcoin it seems, and the move up was not really high enough. I mean, it was high enough to count it as a wave 5, but it seems to be only a 3-wave move, and it wasn't really long enough to reach any of the ideal targets. Nevertheless, due to that push to the upside and Bitcoin's behavior as well, I assume that if we break below 1819, I assume that wave 1 finished and wave 5 finished. Wave 5 of 1 finished with the latest high. For now, I'm counting it as a high B wave, but if price breaks below 1819 now, I assume we are already in the wave 2. That allows us to put a support area onto the chart for the wave 2. That gives us the bullish range that we can look at. Now, if I measure a wave 2 support area, and I think I need to move that tiny yellow or the larger yellow support area to the left now, otherwise it gets a bit messy. So let's move that to the left. Get to that quicker. 1 second. Yeah, okay. So the idea is if we break below 1819, this is support going down all the way to 1694. Yeah, that means it gives us a range. It gives us a bullish range now, which basically ranges from the current price all the way down to 1694. That's the range you can trade if you want to. I explained a little bit about tactics in the Bitcoin video. You can look at that and you can watch that if you're interested, sort of the pyramid approach. But yeah, this is the approach I would use now personally, also from a how to understand the chart point of view. Yeah, I don't like the idea that this is already a 5-wave move up. This bit seems a bit short and the move up in 3 waves only. But of course I cannot rule it out, and therefore we have a very short-term bullish range all the way down to 1819. But the more relevant is down to 1694. Doesn't mean the wave 2. So this is support now, assuming wave 1 might have peaked already. Now, can I guarantee it has peaked? No. So if we push a little higher, that support range for the wave 2 needs to push a little higher as well and extend a bit higher. But it gives you an orientation how low wave 2 could go. And very important, it's not necessarily a target to the downside. Yeah. In a wave 2, pullbacks can be rather shallow if we are in a very bullish environment. Ethereum, I would rather say, if I look at the ETH BTC chart, the pullback should be a little lower than Bitcoin's, percentage-wise. Should be a bit stronger. But yeah, just be aware that, it doesn't necessarily need to come down to 1782, which is the 50% retracement, but it would be likely. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. So hope you liked the update. And if you did, then please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.